Hey folks, welcome to a room you've never seen before. This is my spare bedroom with my old YouTube setup there. That doesn't work because there's just no Wi-Fi in this room, even with range extender. It just doesn't happen. Anyway, thought I'd do a little vloggy vlog thing today. I'm going to go out. Got some auction pickups to get. Nothing crazy. Going to do a bit of sourcing in Wrexham, and I've got a few orders to go out that I'll show you now. But before that, let's cue the intro. So, excuse the mess. One of the things I've got to do today is tidy this room. Slow weekend for sales. Only 11 orders this weekend, I think. I've shipped out most of them already, but I had a few I had to get from the unit. So big shout out to Paul, who has bought this John Wayne brand new and sealed DVD. He's bought this Bryn Tervel CD and a Haynes manual as well. They're going to be on their way to you shortly. And a couple of other sales here. We've got this Wolverine Burger King figure. This came as part of a job lot I got a couple of years ago of action figures. The whole job lot cost me like £5. I've sold about 100 quid from it. So this owes me nothing now. And it's gone for £5.99 free shipping. So it's actually off on GSP overseas. So they paid like 20 quid and all. And then we have got these Diesel ladies jeans. Cost me £9, brand new tags. They've sold for either £31.99 or £32.99 free shipping, which is a bargain considering how much these things cost for. But I like to give the customers bargains and buy stuff cheap, sell it cheap, so they're happy, I'm making money, they're getting a good deal. So I'm going to pack these now and drop them off at the Yodel drop off, and then I am going to go to a charity shop that's not too far from there, and then I'm going to go to the auction house to pick up my auction stuff before I hit Wrexham charity shops. So I'll see you in a bit. There's always an order I forget. I sold this Tommy Tippy baby food processor. This actually got returned to me, sold to a previous buyer. Had a tiny mark on it I'd missed, like really a tiny little mark, that cleaned off after a second with a wet wipe against it, and I returned it for that. So I just removed the mark, relisted, and it's sold again. So I've just got to repackage that and ship it. Always wrap your plugs as well, because these things can be lethal in transit. So this is like nicely protected. The prongs on it can just go through stuff. So top tip for you there. Right, I'm going to wrap this, then I'm head off to the parcel shop. Nice pair of shoes on the window there, some Mephistos. They cost a lot of money new. They're £12.50 though, and I think probably get about 30-35 used. So not quite enough in there for me. Out at the first charity shop. Should have filmed in it really, because they went behind the counter and like in the back room, so there was opportunity, but never mind. I got 2 items. A board game that I need to research. There's one listed at the minute for 30 plus postage. It's the only one listed, and it's one sold in like Australia or something, so it's obviously quite rare. I got a Woolowers jumper for 4 quid that's not listed for 30, so potentially 60 quid's worth of listing. But then check out this bag. Vintage Burberry of London. That's why it says Burberry's. Is it of London? Anyway, vintage Burberry carrier bag. That could be a tenner in its own. That's the bag they gave me to put my stuff in. He goes, oh, I've got a posh bag for you. I'm like, all right, cool. Never disregard used carrier bags if they're branded or vintage. This is both. So potentially some value in that. It does have a couple of rips in it, tiny rips, so they might not be but I thought it'd be useful to share anyway as a bit of knowledge for you. So yeah, when you get your carrier bag given to you in a charity shop, look what it is. I've had Apple branded bags before given to me, vintage Asda carrier bags and stuff, and I've sold it for like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 quid. So yeah, top tip. Off to the auction house now, bit late, should have been there for 1, it's 1:15 now, but forgot about packing that Tommy Tippy, so there you go. Anyway, I'll show you my auction pickups in a bit. Ready to collect. So, tiny auction haul. That, I think goes for about tenner, that goes for a tenner, it was 3 quid for both of them. That's a 20 quid Funko Pop. That I'll probably just put on Facebook for a couple of quid. They were bundled together. Don't think there's enough money in that to start on eBay. And then this Steepletone lamb clock thing, 7 quid for that. That was free. That was 5 quid I paid for those. So yeah, 5 quid for those. This most expensive item is 7 quid. It does have a few marks on it. I think that'll come off with rubbing alcohol. Tell me if it's different, but I think the marks will come off with the rubbing alcohol. And yeah, sell for 25 quid. So 25, 20 plus 20, 65 quid. Might get a couple of quid for that on Facebook Marketplace. I spent 15.27, so not great margins. I don't know why I picked up the Funko, because I don't even bother. I hate selling Funko Pops because like boxes are so fragile. But anyway, I think that's it with me for auctions for now. We'll talk auctions when I get inside actually. Oh, this is not. Why does my nose itch as soon as I start filming? Anyway, yeah, so I said I was going to talk auctions. So we have 2 auction houses around here. One or 2 more a bit further out that I've used before, but 2 around here I use. One of them, really good, got really good reputation. They're both good auction houses, I should say, but one of them's like really good. Like they'll only sell stuff if it meets their standards in terms of condition, etc. But what that means is they get a really high premium for the stuff, and basically, like if you're buying stuff to resell, like if they had 1,000 lots, you'd be lucky if you got 3 or 4 things from it. Most of it just goes for like too much money. Basically, you know, it goes to dealers who've got their own shops who can command a premium for stuff, or can ship it down to London for a nice profit to dealers there. So it's not one I tend to frequent. So the other one, this one will take, you know, pretty much anything. Obviously they do have condition standards and such like, but they're a bit easier than the other ones, you know, because they will start stuff at a much lower asking price as a result. So, you know, you get better bargains. But when you pick up stuff, you know that it's going to usually require a little bit of a clean up or a bit of work. So oddly enough though, it is my favourite one, because I come in here and, you know, generally, like this auction wasn't great. As I say, I only picked up 3 things. I could have picked up a few more things, but I didn't really want to go mad. But yeah, I've had some really good stuff from this auction house for some really good prices, and I've made a lot of money from it. But you do end up with quite a lot of stuff that either needs attention, and therefore I never give it the attention, or that isn't, like, you know, other resellers will put stuff in knowing that it's like not working and just job lot it for somebody else to deal with. So you'll pick up job lots of stuff. They're cheap, but again, as I say, it needs like attention and everything else. So I tend to end up with like piles of stuff that I'm just never going to deal with, or I'm going to deal with it, but you know, several months later. So for that reason, I don't tend to do auctions too much. I basically only do it when I've got the space to store stuff. So like this year, not really done a lot of sourcing, but done a fair bit of selling though. So, you know, space was freeing up. So it was right for me to spend this month going back and just getting some more stuff. Didn't do as great this time though as I normally do. This is like the 3rd time I've been this month. because like I went a bit bidding crazy on the first one because Bargain Hunt were filming, and so I just like I was going on the TV and everything, and it just got to my head. And on the second one, I did all right on the second one actually. I make good money from that. I've listed quite a bit of the stuff from it. I've listed I spent like nearly 300 quid this month for the auction house, and I've listed about 500 or 600 quid's worth of stuff so far, so, and sold some obviously as well, so starting to make that money back, and I've still got plenty more to list, be over £1,000's worth of stock to list, but yeah, it's just that ending up with piles of stuff that I've still got stuff from last year's auction that I need to go through and sort. Not much of it, but a bit. There's some Queen Elizabeth stuff in there as well that was like worthless last year that would have been really worth something in September, but I can't remember where to put it, so it didn't get listed, so it'll probably be back to be worthless again. But I might gather all of that stuff up and put it back in the auction, because that's the other thing as well, like, you know, there's nothing to stop you. You buy stuff, you just job lot it and put it back in, or car boot it or whatever. So there are ways to get rid of it, but I'm just lazy. Anyway, it is 20 to 2. I'm going to drive into the city centre. Wrexham's a city now. Boom. I'm going to drive into city and hit a couple of charity shops there, because they go out on Sunday, but obviously only like half the charity shops, not even half, were open. So I think I can get a few things. I need to go to my unit because I've seen I've got an order due for dispatch today that I haven't picked up yet, and I've got a few other things to pick up from there as well. Normally I like to take stuff to the unit and drop it off at the same time as I pick it up, because I list from home nowadays, but I haven't done that because I've obviously left room in the car to pick up the auction stuff and to pick up anything I get from charity shops today. But yeah, gonna go get some stuff from the unit, go to shops first, do my picking, go to the tip shop which is nearby, and then return home for food. If I'm starving, I may even buy some food when I'm out, which I rarely do because it's just so expensive. But yeah, waffled on long enough, let's go sourcing. So this used to be the best charity shop in the centre, in the city centre. We got a new manager in last year and they put up the prices, so it used to be really cheap, high turnover. So I used to come in and literally fill up sacks full of clothes, but last few times I've been here, nothing. Apart from the other day I only got some books, but we'll give it a go. New as well. It's got to be worth a try, isn't it? £3. So small, but brand new tags. Oh, managed to pick up a couple of items in there, including that wrestling t-shirt. I don't think it's going to go for big money or anything, but it might be $14.95 or something. We shall see. Yeah, it used to be £1 for t-shirts in there, but they're like £3 now. I'm now going to go to another expensive charity shop to see if I get anything, so yeah, let's see how we do. Ooh. So, a little expensive in there. Like the Craig Hoppers jackets, 25 quid. I've got one I bought for £30 from the Craig Hoppers store, like similar ones, so crazy prices. There's a good black t-shirts, but again, just priced too high. That classic Reebok rugby shirt, it's like a 30 to 40 quid item. It was up 15, it's actually signed. So I did a bit of research to see if I could work out who it was signed by using Google, etc, but I couldn't work it out, so I've left it for 15 quid. But it could be a banger, it could be worth quite a bit of money, it could be, you know, who knows? But definitely not me. Oh, charity shop's closed, like totally closed. I hope they haven't gone bust. Anyway, I'm not. Yeah, right. Oh, they're gone. Oh well, another one that's closed. Right, I am gonna go to a few more. Try and take some footage in them if I can. I'm not going to introduce each one because I am running out of time now. It's like 5 to 3. I want to be at my unit before 4, so see you in a bit. £30. A lot of money for a print. That looks nice, but it's £25. Oh, you better be one of the ones that's worth money. Crombie leather coat for 15 quid. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant find. Probably list that for 100 quid. Do need to replace the button on it, so we'll go to Mother to do that. But yeah, getting weird looks again in the street. But yeah, 15 quid. I'm having that. This is something important I wanted to show you. This is the knife angel, so I can get around the front of it. Big thing. This is made from knives that have been donated, obviously not all in Wrexham, but it's a national monument against violence and aggression. You can read the story of it there, but it's probably won't come out on camera. It's probably best to look it up. But really powerful monument. The knives in there have got stories that have been inscripted by victims and families of knife crime and stuff. And yeah, it's doing the tour around cities in the UK. It's currently in Wrexham. We have to have a permanent educational programme surrounding anti-violence, getting people studying knives, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's a really powerful thing. Well, this is a rare treat for you. The MMUK Fortune Factory. There's a toilet there, believe it or not, but good luck getting to it. This unit is rammed. That used to be my office area desk where you install my shipping there. When I had internet in this unit, I do it all at home now. Masses of backlog, like lying around. List of clothing. Shelf space that I've been clearing so I can list some more stuff. Far too much unlisted stuff down there. Unlisted stuff here. It just needs sorting through. And boxes of unlisted stuff over there that need sorting through. I wonder if that Spider-Man annual's got any money in it. And then lots of listed stock. There is a lot of RA in here. I don't do RA anymore. The upfront costs, I just find well, you have to spend a lot and then your margins aren't really that great. You're looking like 50% margin. If you do really well, 100%. So I tend to focus more on the stuff in the charity shops, the car boots, etc. these days, because you can spend a lot less money to make a lot more profit. So yeah, I hardly ever do any RA at all now. But I've got to pick some orders, so I'm not going to show you what I'm picking because I'm against the clock. It's like 4:20 now, and I want to go to at least one more place. It's awesome. But I'm going to grab a few items now. So they were going to chuck these, they weren't selling, box of Everton programmes, magazines. So I said, I'll give you a £5 for the lot. Probably not, there's not really money in these individually unless they tie to a particular match that has gone down in history, like I don't know, Liverpool beating AC Milan in the Champions League final. I don't think Everton have got quite those kind of matches But for a fiver, I mean, as a job lot, 25, 30 quid, maybe more. I'd have to research it, but I wasn't going to leave it. Okay, back home. Pretty exhausted actually. Lots of walking around. Oh my god, bits of my face falling off. Really good for YouTube. Anyway, yeah, like the room's full of crap at the minute, which brings me on to my next plan. So I was going to go sourcing the Wirral this week. I think I mentioned it once or twice. However, I'm looking at the amount of stock I got and the amount of room I haven't got, and I've decided I need to tidy the house and sort the house out and free up space before I go anywhere near sourcing on the Wirral, where I would expect to fill like at least a couple of big bags of stock, if not more. So my plan for the rest of the week is to do some reseller accountability, where I go through each of my rooms, clear it out and free up space. And my car as well, actually, 'cause the car is full too, like literally full. So I need to do all that really, and then I can just take a day off work at some point and go sourcing on the Wirral. So yeah, I've got a couple of items to ship and post that I picked up from the unit. I need to do some listing this evening as well. I got a list about 15 items, probably books, because yeah, pretty worn out. So I'm just going to get some books put up, 15 of those, 100 quid worth or so at least, just to keep the store active. Dead easy, photograph list, job done. But I thought I'd finish the video by showing you the charity shop haul. I haven't researched everything that's in this, so some of it I'm just sort of like give a rough estimate of pricing on. But considering I did Wrexham on Sunday, I think I've done quite well for doing it again just a couple of days later. I don't really go out in Wrexham charity shops very often because I was finding quite overpriced, as you'll have seen from some of the clips on the video. But maybe I need to change that and actually pay a bit more attention to my hometown. Anyway, let's turn the camera around, let's film the haul, and then I'll send the video. So yeah, predictably back on the bed. Bundle of books in there, it's nothing exciting, it's just bundle stuff, I won't bother going through that. Obviously the editing programs, as you've just seen, like programs and magazines and like probably vintage stuff. I'll probably bundle them up and sell off in bundles, or I might just put the whole lot on Facebook Marketplace for 25 quid. So if you want a job lot of editing stuff and you're watching this video and you think actually I'd quite like that for myself, I'll give you a special price, 25 quid shipped for all of it. I don't know what's in there, but like it's proper old school stuff. But yeah, I mean they were going to check it out, so I said I'll give you a fiver, and could not do that. Got this Around the World in 80 Days board game. It was £2.50. This is the one I picked up in a village charity shop. Like I said, there's one listed 30 quid plus shipping at the minute. There's nothing sold, just the one that's listed. So I need to look on Terapeak to establish value, see if that 30 quid is fair price, but I think given the rarity of it, it probably is a fair price, so happy with that. One other deal I did, I got the programs, they had these VHS. Basically they had a video player. They said that you'd bundle these with to sell with the player. Somebody come in and bought the video player, just left the left these though, we don't realise they come with a VCR. So I'll give you like 50p each for them, and then actually end up paying £1 because the issues with the till. There's like, I can't see any that have actually sold of Boots sealed VHS, but I was going to put them on for £9.95 free shipping, and see what happens. This is nice, big chunky Woolovers jumper. I need to have a look into this a bit more. So when I was doing research, there's one that gone 50 quid with keywords around like fishermen and stuff like that. So I need to have a think, see if I can do the same with this one. Really big. It's like extra large, but it's huge. I'm an extra large and it's big on me. But it's like 4 quid. it's easy 30 quid, but like I say, somebody's got 50 quid by just better keywording, so I might follow the same example, see how we get on. But yeah, pleasing find that one. It tends to be a good for the charity shop, that one actually. They do tend to have better quality brands in there. I've got like vintage Burberry stuff in there that I've sold for like 60-70 quid before. Wrestling t-shirts. I don't really see wrestling t-shirts in Wrexham ever, so to find 2 in one day was just unheard of. I actually found 3 in one day, but one of them was too overpriced. So this one, Stone Cold Steve Austin, brand new tag. I actually recognise him. It also says it there, but I also actually do know who he is. Brand new tags, size small. It's not great, but 3 quid. It's got to be £14.95 free shipping. It's got to be, if not more, but probably £14.95. I'll probably find out it's selling for 10 on eBay now, but if they are, I just hold on to it for a bit. I'm in no rush to have to list it. It's John Cena, I believe. I had researched this one after I bought it, and probably going to be £12.95 free shipping for this. But again, it's one where I don't have to list it right away. It can just go in the backlog for a couple of years. The value may increase, it certainly won't decrease. So actually, really low on items. I didn't pick up as much as I thought. Oh, I did well. I'll leave that one. We'll come to this. It's just a Rohan stowaway fleece. Rohan is a brand that does okay for me actually. I tend to do alright with it. Some people do okay with Rohan, some people don't. I seem to be one of the ones that does alright. It's 4 quid. What is it? Yeah, it says there. It's a Rohan micro rib stowaway top. I'll list that for £22.95 free shipping, and I probably won't get much less than 20 quid for it, so I'll make some money on that. This was a good find, although it does require a little bit cleaning. But yeah, this is like a proper. It's 5 quid, which is the most I would pay for it. It's a proper old school Adidas jacket. Now, I can't remember my Adidas labels anymore. I think that might be 80s. I thought it was 90s when I bought it, but I'm looking at it now, I think that's 80s. So it's properly old, and the reason I picked it up, I saw one yesterday for 8 quid, similar to this, but didn't have this on the back. Big trefoil speller. It's on the back. That is where the money is. That brings the value, apart from being like vintage. When I looked at it yesterday, it was 8 quid, and I think I probably would have got about 25 for it. This with the trefoil on the back probably has an extra 15 quid. I could probably push for 40 quid on this. It does have some marks on it, but they look like they will wash out. Just for hand wash, to be honest. I don't even need to put it through the washing machine. You can't really see in this light, but yeah, there's like you see there's a few marks on it, but they'll scrub out. There's not anything too worrying. So yeah, let me know if I'm right about the decade on the Adidas label. I will research it when I come to list it, but would appreciate feedback. I think that's really good for a £5. Yeah, and I think, like I say, I think 40 quid. I think when I was researching one yesterday, see if I wanted to buy it, I think I saw similar to this sell for 40 quid. And I mean, that's a Depop classic, so I could put it on Depop. And then the final item of the day, the one I get most excited about, another Crombie. I cannot believe it. 2 in 2 days, having just not seen it before, except on videos. But yeah, proper Crombie leather jacket. Is missing a button, but there is a spare there, so that will get attached to where it's missing there. It's 15 quid, so I paid up for it, but I don't mind paying up for quality. I think I said I was going to list it for 100 quid. I might go slightly lower, 80 or 90. We'll still see. We'll see what the competition is like, etc. It is a bit of a vintage design. It's not the best looking design in my opinion, but what do I know? I don't buy this kind of thing for myself, so yeah, it's a quality item though. For 15 quid in Wrexham, I mean, you just don't see it. I just don't see Crombie in Wrexham. So yeah, I'm gonna, I'll put it on for 100 quid with offers and see what happens. So overall, not too bad a haul really for 3 hours sourcing, really. Taking out the time to go to the auction house. Listed value 100, 140. Just say 20 for that, 165. Just say 10 for that, 175. Can't bother doing the maths. In fact, actually we can do 180 because that's easy maths there. 195 quid. We'll just say 30 on this, so 225. Tenner, 235. Say 20 quid for argument's sake on that. We did a research, 255. And then we'll say 25 quid on that. We'll say 280 quid worth of stuff. Spent 5, 750, 850, 1250, 1850, 2250, 2750, 37, 42, just over 42 quid. So yeah, I should at least 5 times my money. I'll make well over 100 quid profit, when these are listed, so that's good. That's what I like to see, 100 quid or 100 quid for a day's sort of sourcing in profit. It's a good day out, that. And it was literally in my own town for a couple of hours. And we got that as well, actually, which I'm going to put on for a 99p plus shipping auction. See how it goes, the Burberry bag, because like I said, it's got a couple of holes in it, so I won't list it on a buy it now. Just put it on auction, see what the interest is. So I might get some more money from that. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Not the most items, but some quality and some, just some quality items. So should do well. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to go and take the dog out and then do some listing and find somewhere to put all this stuff. Did I say I was going to do? Did I say my plans? Let's turn the camera around and maybe wrap up. There you go, proper wrap up this time, unlike normal. So yeah, same before, no sourcing. My plan is actually to do some reseller accountability YouTube videos where I go through there's 2 areas in my house and my car that I need to sort out and clear. So I'll do like a before and after kind of video, just something a bit different. Might give people a bit of motivation to do the same, and it will give me motivation to do it as well. So look out for those reseller accountability videos on the channel soon. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now.